name is Sister Norma Rockladge. I'm a member of the Oldenburg Franciscan community. And the sisters I came to know when I was in St. Louis. I grew up in a very Catholic German community, so to speak, in St. Louis. I was the second oldest of 8 children. We had 4 boys and 4 girls. And our life was very much connected with what went on with the church. And I used to love being with the sisters, doing sacristy work. And I just thought they were so great because they always seemed happy. Now, I found out later that they weren't always that happy, but they let us know that. I remember one time going to the market store for one of our neighbors and peeking inside of a Protestant church that was open on a Saturday morning. Well, I don't know what I thought was going to happen. Nothing seemed very dangerous there, but I thought, I better confess this. So I went to confession and I said, I looked inside of this Protestant church. I didn't go in, I just peeked in. And I didn't say anything that was wrong, but if that was a sin, I'm sorry. And I remember there was like a silence, and I think the priest probably was laughing. He said, that's okay, that's all right, don't worry about that. I would often say, when I think about my years in the community, I came for one reason and stayed for another. I came that I wanted to be close to God, and it was something like God and me type of situation. But when you get into the community, you realize the essence of community is living in community. And so I found that as I really wanted to grow in my own prayer and so forth, the wonderful aspect of living in community. I got a message saying that the community was going to send me to Ohio State for 2 summers to learn Latin, because they wanted me to think about becoming a teacher of Latin at Marian College at that time. And I would have to say that was maybe the beginning of my interest in interfaith ideas. But when I was studying at Ohio State, we mixed with a lot of people, and I don't think any of my teachers in graduate school were Catholic. Sometimes they would ask me questions, as any other sisters that were there, about what our beliefs were. And as I shared that, and maybe sometimes, I don't think I did it arrogantly, but shared it with the certitude that I began listening to them. And as they asked questions, I thought, they're not of our faith, but they truly have a faith. They worship God in different ways, but they're good. And so that kind of subtly started changing me.
I started teaching at Marian University in January of 2000. I just obtained my PhD, and my very first class as a new PhD professor was at Marian, teaching all of 3 students in a course on Middle East politics. And that very first semester, I met Sister Norma. She basically came up and introduced herself to me. And we became good friends from that point forward. She was very excited about the fact that I was teaching this class, and then when she found out that I was Jewish, she was very welcoming of that. And that was something that really became a very important thing to me over the years as I got to know her. I was the first Jewish faculty member to be offered a tenure-track position at Marian, and I was a little apprehensive about what does that mean? I mean, it's a faith-based institution. And the person I spoke to about it was Sister Norma. And she was very reassuring, very, very welcoming, made me feel completely comfortable at Marian, as did the other sisters, as did other people at Marian. But it was really the personal connection I had with Sister Norma that made me very comfortable. And I've never regretted to this day taking the position. And I've really thrived here, and I cherish my relationship with Sister Norma.
I have known Sister Norma since 1995, when I first went to Marian as a faculty member. Sister Norma has been a mentor and a dear friend. Her example to me has been something that I value. I have learned from her tremendously. And I'm so fortunate to be back at Marian, and I run into her, not every time I'm on campus, but almost, to speak with her and to continue to learn from her.
She has been an active advocate for the interfaith work for many decades that I have known her, starting with many years at the Carmelite Monastery, where there used to be an interfaith service organized by Sister Marcy Malone. And then for many years, Sister Norma and myself worked on the interfaith prayer service that used to take place at St. Peter's and St. Paul It was temporarily transferred then to Marian College, now Marian University, for a few years, and she has served on many committees, many boards, and has been involved in humanities work. The work that really it has that wonderful quality to it where you can make people feel that they are part of the human family. So she's been involved in that kind of humanitarian work for a long time, long time.
My first meetings with Sister Norma came probably on the basketball court, cheering on the Knights as voraciously as she does in her bucket hat, and I assume that she continues to still do, and doing her clapping throughout the entire game. She was instrumental in being a mentor of sorts as I helped put on a hunger awareness walk for the World Food Program. She was a saving grace for that, and I'm forever indebted to Sister Norma for helping guide me through that process.
I have known Sister Norma for probably more than 10 years in my professional capacity as the Immigrant Welcome Center Executive Director, and all of her phenomenal work that she has done with the Latina community. Just our shared love of immigrants and immigrant rights that keeps us very tightly close together and working together in looking at the rights of immigrants and refugees in the United States and ways that we can build more multicultural and interfaith activities that really celebrate our city's diversity.
It is my joy and a pleasure to say a word of not only congratulations but thanks that the CIC board has chosen to recognize Sister Norma Rockladge as the 2017 Interfaith Ambassador of the Year.
Sister Norma, congratulations on behalf of all alumni of your magnanimous award for Interfaith Ambassador of the Year.
Sister Norma, I want to congratulate you on this award, the Interfaith Ambassador of the Year Award. You are most deserving of it for your mentorship, your example, your leadership for all women, and certainly for the students at Marian.
Sister Norma, I want to say thank you and congratulations on your Interfaith Ambassador of the Year Award. I can't think of anyone else that I've worked with personally who is more deserving of this recognition than you for all the work that you have done in the interfaith, in the world of interfaith cooperation, but also in the world of helping Indianapolis be a city that welcomes and respects and values everyone. In my opinion, you are the epitome of a good Catholic girl, and I hope to be more like you every single day. I love you.
Sister Norma, on behalf of myself and my wife Deb and my kids, who all know you and love you, congratulations. You are so deserving of this award, and it's been a pleasure and an honor and personally enriching to know you for the past 15 years.